Well, speaking of watches, VayerWatches.com, save yourself 15% with our promo code, which is Splendor15. And by the way, I was thinking about watches as I've been paying attention and talking about Rolex and stuff. Watches remind me of wine in the way that the icon brands charge this exorbitant premium for their product, for the name. You know what I mean? Like there's so many great wines made in the world now that literally you can find for $10 a bottle, and they're every bit as good as $100 bottles of wine. It's just that they don't have the name, the cachet. And the same thing goes with watches, where I was reading through some of the reviews on Vayer's website, and they were, I am a watch collector. I own these fancy watches, but god dang, I wear the Vayer every single day. Because ultimately what a watch comes down to is the materials that it's made out of, and the, accuracy of the, I don't know what you call the unit inside that actually keeps the time, the movement that keeps the time, right? And so once you have a movement that is flawless and the materials that are high quality and durable and look great, that's what a watch is made out of. And so that's what Rolex is doing. That's what the other brands are doing. It's just they're made in Switzerland, and they have the 200-year legacy. So they charge thousands and thousands of dollars. But the reality is made in America is good, and a couple $100 is phenomenal. And it's that's what Vayer is. They've solved it.
I set my Apple Watch. I don't have an Apple Watch, but I set my, what did I set to? I set something to my Vayer. I used my Vayer watch time. Oh, yeah, it was my downstairs oven because it was off. And I didn't look at the computer. I looked at my Vayer watch and set my digital clock to my Vayer. And no joke.
I don't know if I told you this, but my car, the digital read in my car is off 2 or 3 minutes every single month.
Yeah.
And it's like ridiculous. Of all things that would operate, digital should work better, right? And it doesn't.
Yeah.
The Vayer stays synced with my phone, and the car is off. So, anyways, we love them. VayerWatches.com. We do tools to live by. Listeners write in and ask for tools to live by. And here we go. From a listener, quote, guys, I need some clarification. My entire surfing life, 30 plus years, I've always thought that when you're on a wave and somebody takes off in front of you, they snaked you. I've been corrected a few times since that the aforementioned action is actually called dropping in. And somebody dropping in on somebody and snaking you is backpedaling. Which is correct in your all opinion? Thanks, Joey from West Florida's Gulf Coast, where we don't get waves anyways, end quote.
So yes, he's exactly right. A snake is a back paddle. A snake is a position, a dirty position in the lineup, a sneaky position change in the lineup. A drop in is a drop in.
So a snake was Kelly Slater versus Shane Beshin back at the U.S. Open in 1998.
I like turtles.
Exactly. But like calling a plastic adhesive a Band-Aid or a soda a Coke, I think snake sounds cooler and is cooler and has become in the parlance universal for bad behavior as it relates to wave catching.
Right,
So,
but
like,
these bad behaviors do need distinctions because there is a bunch of nuance. So that's where these games come in.
And Buddy just got on finished a sailing race. He was on a sailing team, and so much of sailing is about precisely calling the thing what it actually is, right? Not to make a bland distinction between lines and ropes and knots and pulleys, right? Like each thing has its name, and it has its name because you need specific, exact information, and you need to react to that. Same is true in surfing. So I would encourage all of us not to be lazy and use the, snake as a generic for bad behavior. A snake is a back paddle. A drop in is a drop in.
Yeah, well, and I like it because the back paddle actually takes intention. It takes a diabolical desire to find what is technically the deeper position, but through snake, devious means. And that's the equivalent to a snake in the grass.
it is, and worse still, like with a drop in, it is ignorant and bad usually. Oftentimes, sometimes it's purposeful. Like when it's purposeful, it's like a real aggressive fu.
Right.
When it's done accidentally, it's just an accident, right?
Right.
Where a snake is sneaky. A snake is, you are theoretically, when that wave breaks, you are in the correct position for that wave. That wave is on the surface yours, except you were correct by devious means.
Yes. Well, I think that we should find another animal, maybe serpent or reptile even, that can be used as the moniker for the drop-in.
You know what it is?
A donkey?
I think it's a turtle. He turtled me.
Turtled me because turtles are somewhat oblivious and they lumber in the path.
I like turtles.
They get in the way.
I mean,
they get in the way a lot.
They get in the way. I like it. It could be a turtle. Somebody turtled me. Not the sharpest though. I feel like there could be one that's a little bit more.
Let's put this out. Let's put
Got
this
more
out
sting.
to the let's put this out to the community. What animal is a known getter in the wayer of?
And also, there's there's got to be an element of obliviousness, and then sometimes that animal is downright
Angry.
intentionally
Being
being a butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cats. He catted me. Donkeys,
Well,
I think, are cats are always too. Cats would be the same as snaking.
And they're not that oblivious. They're,
No, that's what I'm saying. Cats are like tricky.
Yeah. So, and even if it was a cat, we can't say he catted me. There would have to be something that a cat does that we can use as the phrase.
Yeah. It's going to take some time here
Oblivious.
because we're making a whole new term for surfing. That's
I mean, like a wolf. Like a wolf is going to be diabolical and try to kill something. So it could be wolf, but they're not that oblivious. There
No,
needs to be an animal that's oblivious, like a sloth. But a sloth is
Rhino?
never diabolical.
What about a rhinoceros?
Rhinoceros. Oh, hippopotamus.
He
Is
hippoed me.
the most dangerous animal on the planet,
true.
little known fact. And they are
True.
big enough to be oblivious and lumbering, but they're also incredibly fast when they want to be. This could be
like
a hippo
hippo.
related.
I like hippo. He hippoed.
There's that
got
classic
hippo.
Mitch Hedberg joke, which is, what if a hippopotamus is just a really cool opotamus? Classic Hedberg.